We have with us India's largest oil and gas exploring company's chairman, Mr. DK Sarraf, who's speaking to us right after his AGM. Let's just ask him, how is your outlook regarding the crude market? In particular, you've seen prices fluctuate from $100, come down to $30, and then nearly leveling out at around $40-$45. As a primarily oil and gas exploring company, what is your outlook for the crude oil as well as the gas market?
This is very difficult to comment on this, that which way the crude prices would go, because the crude prices depend on so many factors, and it's very difficult, almost impossible to track all these factors, as well as many of these factors are totally dynamic. Having said that, we expect that the crude prices would go up, and they have moved from $30 to $45, and there is some more room for the crude prices to go up, but the further increase in crude prices may not be very significant, but there is some room in the crude prices to go up beyond the existing price of about $45 or so.
So, as far as India's gas pricing is concerned, crude oil pricing is market linked, but gas price is still regulated by the government. With the next price revision coming in place, where do you see the domestic gas price going in for normal gas, and also as far as difficult gas fields are concerned, even though ONGC is not producing from any of them right now, where do you see the price change for difficult as well as normal domestically produced natural gas?
So far as the normal domestic gas is concerned, the prices are expected to go down further by 20% or so, from a level of $3.06 per MMBTU. They may come down to $2.50 or even somewhat lower than that. We have requested the government to reconsider the pricing formula for the normal gas, because this does not leave us any money for us to carry out more projects. So as the difficult gas is concerned, at present ONGC is not producing, and during the next half year also we are not going to produce any gas which is from this particular arena, so I don't have any comment on that.
Yes, sir. Now, as far as your discoveries are concerned, you mentioned that KG-D6, KG-DW and 98/2 will be one of the discoveries that are likely to be further and more investment is coming in. What are the numbers regarding this? How much investment is expected, and by when can we expect the gas production as well as oil production to increase?
We have planned an investment of $5.076 billion US, which is about 34,000 crore of rupees. Our plan is to kickstart the gas production by June 2019 and oil production by March 2020. In terms of numbers, the level of production, the gas production would peak at about 17 million cubic meter per day, and oil production would peak at 77,000 barrels per day. In terms of how significant these numbers are, you can judge from the fact that these numbers, they amount to 28% of our current gas output and 17% of our crude output.
Yes, sir. Now, one following question on this particular discovery. The Mr. AP Shah's report is in the public domain now. He has mentioned that the government of India and not ONGC is liable for restitution from RIL. How is ONGC viewing this particular stand within Mr. AP Shah's report?
This question is less important than the main question, and the main question was that whether the gas has flown from ONGC's field to the field of some other player, and if yes, whether that gas has been produced or not. The answer to both these questions, as per our claim, has been given in the positive. That means the gas has flown and this gas has been produced, and this has been upheld by both the technical consultant, which is D&M, as well as Shah committee. So, and whether ONGC would get right of compensation because of this flowing of gas and production of gas, or Government of India that question is less important than the first technical question.
As far as the same report is concerned, the report goes ahead and mentions that it was back in 2007 that ONGC knew about gas migration taking place. What is your stand regarding this? Would you and also did ONGC get an opportunity to place their particular point of view regarding this particular gas migration?
We have submitted before the committee that ONGC had no prior knowledge of this particular fact before 2013 when we first took up the matter with the relevant authorities.
So, do you believe that there has been a certain delay on ONGC's part on reacting to this particular gas migration? Because ONGC was in possession of this particular field for a much longer time.
I reiterate my views that there has not been any delay on the part of ONGC.
Yes. One last question regarding marginal oil fields. The auction is the road shows are already in place. The auction the government expects to complete by December this year. Would ONGC be looking to win back some of its fields?
Yes, definitely, because these fields we could not produce, or these fields we could not develop because of the fiscal regime prevailing at that time. Now the Government of India, Ministry of Petroleum, has improved the fiscal regime to a large extent, and we believe that some of these fields would become economically viable for us, and we would definitely bid for them.
So is there a number to the number of fields that you will be looking at?
The work is already on, and even if the work completes, we would only put our bids, and media would know thereafter.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.